Today we will explain the parts of the picosecond machine. First of all, this is a hanger, and then the funnel. Then there are the sheets worn by the beautician. Then there's the satellite and the blindfold that the patient wears. Reserve insurance, foot switch, hand tools. There are 3 probes on the top of the hand. And then let's see how long it is. You'll use this mainly for dark blue pigment and black pigment, like getting rid of tattoos. And then Wechat is for brown and coffee pigments. There are also some red spots. And then this is the blackface doll. It is mainly used to shrink pores, rejuvenate skin and whiten skin. The probe installed on the hand can be screwed off by rotating it. It can also be unscrewed to replace other probes, according to customer needs to select the probe installed in advance. Next we install the support for the instrument. The first is the hanger. The hammer can be rotated in. And then there's the handle. We have the cross screwdriver. Remove the top screws first. And then the little ones are down here and the big ones are up here. Screw in. Setting handle. Hang the pipe on it and come around this way. We begin to assemble the handle. Before assembling the handle, let's take a look at the 2 card points and confirm its location. Then confirm the location of one of the 2 cards. Then we align it with the slot and plug it in. Hold the back of the instrument with your other hand. Push forward gently. Make sure that this one on this side is close to this one on the inside, and then we'll bring it up a little bit. And then you twist the knob in with your fingers like this. Just tighten it. And then let's try to pull it off. If you can't pull it out, it's locked. Next assembled is the foot switch. It's assembled here and it also has a groove on it facing down. Plug and tighten. Now let's look at these back holes. And this power card. This is where the power card is plugged in. Safety is installed under the power card. Check the safety if the machine doesn't work. Then our instrument must be filled with water before it can be turned on. Failure to fill the tank will cause the instrument to burn out. To add water, you need to open the first filling hole. Then open the bottom left-hand overflow hole. And then we fill it with our water funnel. Install above the water filling hole. And then you start adding water. Add pure water or distilled water. Stop adding water until the overflow hole overflows to indicate that the tank of the machine is full. Our instrument is currently full of water. I'm just showing you how to add water, alright? This is in a full water state, so our overflow hole is getting out of the water faster. So when the water comes out of this hole, we stop adding water. Let it drain a little bit. Around the same time, we'll just take this leaky pipe off. Then do not screw on the overflow hole and water adding hole temporarily. We'll turn it on and let this water cycle into the water. This is the drain hole. The drainage hole is mainly convenient for customers to operate in the later period. If we want to drain the water out of it, we can open the water hole in this way. Open the water injection hole or overflow hole before opening the water hole, so that our water can drain naturally. Repeat the process of adding water after draining. Power on. Then press the start button on the screen. Let the water circulate to the handle first. Then screw on the overflow hole and water adding hole. Water hose can also be unscrewed. He can twist it if he needs to, but he doesn't have to. And then we turn it on and tell you about the interface. Operation. We'll take a look when we come in. There's a button here. This button is a setting to go to the background. But here the customer doesn't have to pay attention. Let's go back to the function screen by clicking here. And then the first one is 1064, corresponding to the 1064 probe we installed. Once inside, here's the back button. This is the number of beams that we use each time. Here's how to adjust the brightness of a screen. But this button is kind of virtual, have little effect. So here's the water temperature. This is the preparation. And cancel. Here's a setting for energy. I suggest we start at 500, 500 to 1000. Adjust this power according to the depth of the customer's tattoo. If we want to adjust the parameters, click first, then through the center of the upper and lower arrows to adjust. In the middle is the frequency. We recommend 3 to 7. Beginner's advice is to start with 3, because the faster the frequency, the faster you hit and the faster you move. Start with 3. And then this is the diameter of the dot. We don't have the diameter of the table, so this diameter we don't have to adjust it. A virtual diameter, if you like. This is 1064 and then this is 755. The 755 can also be operated with the 1064 probe. The interface is the same. We're not going to talk about it. 532 is the probe corresponding to 532. The interface is the same. We're not going to talk about it. Blackface doll head can be used with 1064 and 532 interface. This is a panoramic view of the interface. Let's do a test. And to test it, just pick any energy. Click prepare on the screen first. There is no work after preparation. You need to step on a foot to trigger this laser. And you can see that this laser is fired every time you step on it. If you hold it for a long time, it's firing continuously. If you loosen it, it's gone. So we need to cooperate with the foot switch to operate. Foot switch can put the light a little longer in the ground with the foot to step on. Now set the power, set the frequency, and then click. Prepare the following handles. We have this infrared on the handle, so we can focus on the grain of this tattoo. Step on the pedal switch after alignment. Normally the area would redness or bleed. This is normal. After finishing, the customer can use an ice pack to apply ice to the skin. This can relieve pain or cool the skin. We're going to show you how the blackface doll works, okay? We replace the blackface doll head. The blackface doll head can be 1064 or 755. Once you're in there, it's 500 energy and 3 hertz. Prepare. Before we do that, we need to add this toner. And then we're going to spread the toner all over the area that we're going to work with. The toner should be as thick as possible to cover the skin tone of our skin. We don't usually advise black people to do that, right? And that same red dot is aligned with our edge. Then hit the foot switch and start hitting. We'll just knock off all the toner and off clinic.